Okay, so consolidation week after this move. It's been that type of if for only intraday, yesterday before I posted my markup, I did this one and then this one. See the gap, I got it from here. So if it were to be for target for intraday, this would have been meant. So anything else? Currently, what is happening? My take is that since we are failing to come back below this low again, I mean, there's a high possibility that we'll go for the highs here. We still didn't get to this level that I marked, but once we have this range in place and we are still below this level, I will maintain my bearish stance because on the daily we don't have, ouch, this was too much. On the daily we don't really have, see, it's not really clear, like this is bullshit. You can only discern like an intraday direction, but overall, so if for targets, I should be good because in the forecast, I was looking for this area and then subsequently the 10184, which on Monday we did take it, but on lighter note, got this on Wednesday. Then that whipsaw took out the low again, and since then, yeah. So, as far as higher time frame,
that makes sense.
Yeah, as far as higher time frame is concerned, the H4, whatever, we are still bearish. Like nothing has actually changed. So I don't see the reason why I have to switch unless the order of delivery changes maybe on the H4, subsequently on the H1. So if this bullish candle gets taken out bullishly, then I know that we can go for this high and then perhaps subsequently the level 102.99 or 103. But until then, peace. H1, nothing major. We are still below this breaker. We had a nice breakdown, came back to take out this. This was only a liquidity because the order flow was bearish. So this move was only an exaggerated move for this high. Never closed. I was keenly watching this yesterday. And I was going to only give up my cable longs if they come close above this swing high. And then subsequently, like the last was if I see a bullish close above this breaker. But so far as we continue to maintain price below this breaker and then the order flow continues to create bearish order blocks, I was good. So the H1 made sense. Had the breakdown. Then I marked this late night. Came back in, we had another breakdown only for here. So now the story is here. Okay, so from this pullback to this low, it only took the lows. We never closed below it, which would actually make up for bearish continuation. So for now, as it stands, the story is here, this here. 15 minutes. Even on the 15 minutes, you just cannot do this. Yes, see that so the order of delivery has changed on the 15 minutes. This down candle has now been broken, retested, and perhaps we are going for this high. I would love to see a close above this high and then see what's going to happen. So that is what I'm really waiting for. So like I said, the story is just here as we speak. So we have to wait to see what happens here. Then maybe, I don't know. We are still forming candles inside of candles if you look at the dailies. So if anything, it has to be a very short-term trade. Then you are out. Go out. So if we get a bullish close, maybe we pull back, and then once we hit the high that forms, let me see if I can use, I'm going to get this, right? And then perhaps get some sort of a pullback. Maybe the trade would be this, and then we'll be done. I don't know, but man, because nothing is breaking out of anything. So in that case, we'd have to be exceptionally careful. Manage our money. We don't trade. We don't lose nothing. We have our freedom. It's a mindset that is important, not the trade. It's the money management that is even more important, not the trade.
That's true.
Yes, simple as that. See, I haven't been looking at this. When did I mark this? I think it was 2 days ago. Just look here. Yep. So we got the pattern here, and then we had this. And it still failed to go. Came back. Only took out this one. It's still failing to go anywhere. So I don't see. Perhaps we don't have any check economic calendar. I'm not sure we have any more news. Friday, there's nothing. So yesterday and today, there's nothing. So maybe next week, we'll be 10220. Let me see what. So, and even if you look at this range, I think we are meandering around the equilibrium. Price is doing basically nothing, and it's very easy for anybody to understand unless they have a special way of trading that anybody. That's it. EQ. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly EQ. So
yeah, Clifford is talking about 102,200.
yeah, that's exactly where price is at now. The EQ of this range. So until we see something that's very clear, I think we should hold our arsenals and then not pull any trade. Simple as that. So I think that this week's trade was this slow to taking out this 101, and since then. Okay, so let me just talk about yesterday. I saw some of the guys trying to make an argument for this breaker here. It actually made sense, but this was what I was personally looking at. Between something to annotate. So between this breaker and then this breaker, that was actually what I was looking at. So I saw price actually playing in between the two of them. So that's basically what we are having still. So simply put, consolidation. So maybe another thing until we get a close below any of these, let's go targets here. Otherwise, the same, if we get a close above this break, we can go for longs. But in the meantime, the story is the same. I hope it's clear enough.
I think the order flow is also bearish, so looking at bullish order blocks is not.
Yeah.
It's not what you should be focused on.
So the other flow I prefer is bearish. So see until it changes, because I mean, guys, let me answer this call. I may go off. So yes,
How's the FTMO going?
I'm good. I haven't started yet. Hold on. I haven't started yet. I need to get my laptop screen off so that I can, because I'm mostly not in the house, and I intend to do most of the trades, if not in London, during New York session, and that's basically the time I'm out. Hello. 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 Um, Someone called me, I think, because I'm. So yes, I need to get that off before I can, because I can't trade off the phone with this.
Yeah.
And you know, MT4 is even having issues with Apple, so there are Russian fights and all of that. So I don't want to risk it. Yeah, but I'm hoping it's gonna be fun. Is there anything we can look at?
Do NASDAQ for Smith.
Okay. Yeah. This NASDAQ.
Mm.
Okay, so I think it's obvious. This one closing in quite obvious. And so from here, what I look at is the order of delivery. As soon as it changes here, start looking for bearishness. So let's see for the H4. I would, for sure reasons, I would do this try markup. Just do this to just sure. So yes, this one conforms, but we haven't had any major pullback. I will load this low to this high. First order of business, and then I wouldn't forget this low to this high also. So at best, we can just do this. Right? And as you can see, it's been a one-sided delivery. We haven't had any pullback. We are seeing this. This is H4, but we are still seeing this run on stop here. So now let's switch to H1 60 minutes. See if it conforms to any pullback idea. Nothing yet. Since I'm conventional, I prefer price actually closing above. That is what makes a setup more convincing. The only time I actually look for a trade through another block is when I'm on the H5 or M1. I'm looking to take final stage of the setup where I'm looking for entry. But when I'm at H1 or maybe M15, I want to see a clear close above the significant swing high for me to accept a change in delivery. So some people can say that this is now a bearish order block, so they will look for, as soon as we trade through this high, pull back, they buy, but I would wait for a close above this. Let's see for the 15 minutes. Still not clear, you see? That's around. So at this point, we still have this liquidity. So maybe this is what we'll see. Oh, something. Yeah. Okay, that's what I did. So now at this point, maybe this is another thing that I do to look for. So if I can annotate, use the one that vanished. So from here, maybe we can do this. We can get this and this, and we can just see setup form from here. Maybe that begin to go lower. So maybe we can just over here. You could say this is a breaking structure, but yeah, I don't like the breaking. I don't like the highs that have this wall for some reason. But you see, this is a standalone high. That's like for me, yeah. And in any case, if this is like a good low that's supposed to hold, why didn't it break this? As soon as you fail to break this, then it means that they are coming for you. You fail to break, and we are having this change in delivery. Right. So now this is a block. So this is at stake. If this level here is not at stake, then we should see a clear break above this high. If we get a clear break above this high, we can just go like that. But this is still a pending liquidity where I believe should be taken. And then we can see I can do a break and then pull back, you go in there. This is only a pullback.
So what's the correlation between NASDAQ and the dollar index?
It's not something that I'm actually personally taking a closer look at, so I won't be able to tell. I'll be very honest. I haven't actually paid close attention like I have for the majors, so I won't be able to.
Maybe you should look into that.
Yeah, perhaps I should. Maybe I'll just have. If I want to do that every day, I would have to look at the two of them after the trading day. I'll look at the two of them and then see the relationship in terms of movement and target. So you see NASDAQ and dollar index, right?
Yeah, dollar index.
Take that. So I think this is clear. Oh, Smith wanted to know what is up with this one, right? I think
yes,
it should help. I mean, we've had a one-sided move enough, and see, we have this created a swing low here. So I think we are bound to see that. We are bound to see a pullback. So here's what I usually do. this is a significant low. If I see a low hanging on H4, it is very significant. Now they've taken this out. So it makes sense. Never close below this to call it a breaking structure. This is a break of structure. Change this one. This is a break of structure. So I would extend this. Oh. So if I have a clear hanging low like this, I would extend it. And then that is where I would expect my first reaction when price is moving like it's pulling back. Because it's a higher time frame low, it will definitely give you a reaction. So this is how I picture it. Maybe a first level of reaction here and then give you some sort of a pullback. Meanwhile, consider the overall market structure here, right? So the first set of reaction here to give you a pullback and finally that. So if this, whatever reaction that happens here, if it fails to come below this, then you know that it's only coming for internal liquidity for this level. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So what happens is when price finally gives you this and it gets here, you would see that it will close in the range and subsequently give you a bullish order block for higher prices to target this one. Well, if you want to pull a fib tool, this is your range, and you are looking for that based on whatever price action that happens here. So I think we are on point now.
Let's do gold. Last one.
Gold is very interesting. It's actually had. I'm surprised why I haven't traded gold, but I've been looking at it clearly. It's had very nice price action and flow these past few days. Gold has been nice. It has been very nice. And from here, once we broke above this, came back, covered that void, and then that's like it's had a very nice flow. Broke above this,
Yeah.
came back, swept this, then that, and then that. Let's see what. Let me see for the. So I'll be very honest. I haven't seen this. Gold is kind of. I don't want to. You know how gold does its own thing. You want to do a correlation between gold and the dollar index, and you might end up taking a wrong trade because mostly gold does what it wants to do. It doesn't care. So I tend to, sometimes you have a very nice correlation, but other times it does what it wants to do. They can both move in tandem. Like all of them will be going up, all of them will be going down. Like it does what it does. So, okay, so this is so I was going to say that this is actually giving me an impression that we are likely to see a pullback in the dollar because of this level. And then even on I had not seen this, to be very honest. Daily, the rejection we are getting from here. There's kind of, I forgot to point out, there's kind of an SMT happening. But because the majors are trapped in a range, I'm not really paying attention, but it's still happening. There's an SMT happening. So had a very nice close break of structure, and we've had a very nice rejection here. So let me see how deep. So now this low, or maybe this low to this. Let me see how it's gonna look like. Change this from the daily. Also do this for the So that's like still bullish, you know?
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, still bullish. You have this pocket here. That's the only gap we have. And we've had another round, the H4. So on the H4, this is our range. Daily, this is our range. And it is still convincingly bullish because it's closing above this. So now let's see if we are getting a signal for the pullback yet. That's actually one-sided move closing above this swing high, also this. Let me have this move sweep this. So I would look at this way. On the H1, this would be where I would expect for price to change if we have to see like a deeper pullback, right? So I'm using this low and then this high as the range, and then I'll be looking at this gap here. Also, there's this swing high, so it adds to the confluence that this can be very sensitive. This pocket here can be. Now I'll go to the 15 minutes. The 15 minutes, it's still clear. We haven't had a break. We hadn't had a break here, even though I would prefer this. Now, this is what I was actually talking about. This is, I don't know if I should name it second level break market structure or what. Like, if we don't do this, this is convincing enough. Yeah. If we close below this is convincing enough for us to go lower. All right, so now this one can be noted. Maybe second level breaking structure or something. So this is the high, still significant. We can use that. We can target that anywhere between this high and the middle. So maybe a pullback to this point for today. I'm sure this would be a trade for today, and we'll close the day. And maybe from next week, we can see something like that. So that's it for gold also. Only 15 minutes, we haven't had Swan swept. Order of delivery is now looking bearish, but no significant high or no significant low has been swept yet. So wait to see some sort of a movement before we can decide for ourselves. Clear?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Awesome. Cliff, if you have anything you want to add, because we have 30 minutes and then wrap up. Mo, you have anything you want to add? In the meantime, the takeaway is that we wait for movement and then we can decide for ourselves. Right.
Did all the interesting pairs. We did the dollar index.
Yeah.
And also
I mean,
you also did.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
yeah, remember the market structure that confirm market the impulse high after another market that
Oh, can you hear him? He
No,
breaks
no,
off.
I
Can
can't
you hear
hear
me?
No.
Yo.
So
No, I can't hear you.
you're not having a clear, like a straight thing. Like it just goes off, keeps going off, keeps going off. Maybe you can type it up for us.
Yeah.
Okay, something is here. Okay, dollar index.
Go to dollar.
Dollar index. This is dollar index.
Invest in good internet. Invest in good internet. Maybe that's why you're losing in forex, because you have terrible internet. So you choose to gamble on poker anyway.
You invest in poker.
Invest in poker. Take the poker money and buy internet. Go to H1.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just go.
Okay, to my left, what am I looking for? Where the consolidation started. Okay, this point.
No, remember before that.
Okay. This high, you mean?
No, go back. I'll tell you when to stop.
Over here.
Was this upside?
Okay. Okay. Let me switch to H1. I'm not gonna see.